We are outside NRG Stadium in Houston at the Final Four. Syracuse set to take on North Carolina on Saturday night. Tim Langlois alongside JP Chunga. JP, hard to believe, but Syracuse is here at the Final Four. It still feels weird just saying that. And today was media day of sorts, and a lot of Syracuse players were kind of excited to be here, that they're still playing this late in the season.
Well, certainly, especially considering the fact that they got into this tournament. They're the 10 seed. They had to upset a couple people along the way. And Coach Boeheim highlighted in his comments the fact that Syracuse isn't playing well offensively. Coming into the game against Gonzaga, they had won just 3 games, having scored 63 points or fewer. And then they win. Amazingly, the way that this team has been able to get their results, and it's been through second half comebacks and through that vaunted press that somehow Syracuse has been able to pull off in conjunction with their 2-3 zone.
Yeah, that press has started to speed up play against Virginia, and North Carolina said they will be ready for it. Well, let's take a listen to what some of the Syracuse players and Coach Boeheim had to say earlier today on this media day at the Final Four.
The swag level definitely increased. You take down a team like Virginia that's so well coached and got a lot of talent. It adds to your resume, so to speak, and that puts some confidence in us, and it showed that we can compete with anybody.
I think a lot of the younger guys have been asking me about what gear do we get when we get to the Final Four and stuff like that. Just how it is. Everyone's just so excited to be here, and everyone was asking me the in and outs of the Final Four. We just want to make it a little bit different this time and win some games.
No, we're not Cinderella. This is Syracuse University. We've been here before. Hall of Fame coach. We're definitely not a Cinderella team.
And Malachi Richardson, pretty right about that. Syracuse has not been playing like a 10 seed after they beat Gonzaga, a team that also didn't seem like an 11 seed, and they took down number 1 Virginia, so tough to argue against the Orange now at this point.
They better not play like a 10th seed, otherwise the road will end here in Houston on Saturday night. Syracuse has a big test with North Carolina. They come in having beaten big teams, Indiana the Big Ten winner, and then you've got Notre Dame, now Cuse for North Carolina. They're rip-roaring because their best player, Bryce Johnson, coming in 3 straight double-doubles. He had 20 and 10 against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, and he's going to have to be key. If Syracuse is going to shut down anyone, got to be Bryce Johnson. That's how they'll get success.
And Bryce Johnson key in the 2 wins that North Carolina had against Syracuse earlier this season. The Tar Heels won both of them, but as North Carolina players have been saying, those 2 meetings don't matter anymore because this one is for the right to go to the national championship.
We're very familiar with them, and they're very familiar with us. We know what we need to do to beat them, and both times they were very close games, and we can do a lot better than both of those games. We just have to go in there and just play a little bit better.
You just have to think about what's on the line. It doesn't. The fact that we beat them twice earlier this year doesn't give us any extra points tomorrow. It's a chance to play in the national championship game on Monday night. So, I'm sure they're thinking about how it's tough to beat a team 3 times, and they're using that as fuel. And we're also thinking about, if we beat them twice, we can keep certain things from those games and try to beat them again. So it kind of all goes out the window at this point.
It's weird playing them again, playing ACC teams in the tournament because you would expect to play other teams, but for us we just got to get ready for them just like we would any other team.
And these 2 teams certainly familiar with each other, this being the 3rd time they've played so far this season. And all ACC right side of the bracket leading up to this point.
And we haven't even mentioned the coaches. A rematch of the 2003 final, Roy Williams against Jim Boeheim. Roy Williams has gone to 7 Elite Eights, 4 Final Fours, 2 national championships in just his 13 years at UNC, and he gets a lot of flack. Think about that. That's an impressive resume, and we've got a rematch between 2 great coaches coaching 2 great teams. It is going to be a joy to watch.
And Jim Boeheim mentioned to reporters that 1 national championship is enough. He was asked if you wanted to get 2 national championships, said if you reporters got 1 Pulitzer Prize, wouldn't that be enough?
I'm not going for a Pulitzer. I'm going for an Emmy, but that's all right. I'll take it.
But, he surely would like to have a 2nd national championship with his name. Today was closed practice here at Houston at NRG Stadium. Tomorrow there'll be open practice, so we'll get you some of that footage from inside the stadium. And you can follow us for coverage at CitrusTV Sports on Facebook and Twitter. Keep it locked there. We'll keep you up to date. For JP, I'm Tim. Thanks for watching.